Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So once again, I'm in the Mi24P HIND, tinkering around with it a little bit. This time I'm on the Cyprus area of the Syria map. I decided to jump in here and take a look at this because one of the other things they did with the recent update was they added Cyprus. So I wanted to get down and check it out. So here we are on this, what looks like a large island right off of the edge of the Syria map. And if we take a look down here, that kind of shows you what's going on there as well. I just made a single waypoint going north. I really don't know anything about this region whatsoever, so I figured I'd jump in here and give it a shot. So far it looks pretty cool. I mean, the entire Syria map looks fantastic, so I really didn't expect this to look bad by any means. Looks like we're going to cruise over some type of port or bay area here. Watch out for them poles. I'm going to jump into the front seat. Let's see if this guy can take over and not smash me into the ground so I can do a little bit of sightseeing here. Oh, that's neat. I just realized if I poke my head around near this lens, it gives me the reticle. That's pretty cool. Sit back in the seat a little bit now. I mean, at a glance, it looks like the Syria map to me. And again, I don't know what I'm looking for in terms of landmarks or anything, because I'm not up on my geography of Syria and Cyprus and this area of the world, other than I know on the Syria map there's Beirut, which is the area where the building blew up about a year ago. And then some of the other cool landmarks that they have in there I seem to have found just by cruising around and checking the place out. Yeah, I have to admit, I still have a soft spot for the Persian Gulf map and that whole Dubai region, but I guess when you do look at like the level of detail and how everything's laid out, Syria probably is the best map that they have to offer. I just tend to keep going back to Dubai because I really enjoy that region. But there's definitely a lot to explore here. I mean, this entire island basically of Cyprus. Okay, I see where my waypoint is, but I'm not heading towards it. I'm just kind of cruising along the bottom here, along the coastline. One other thing I noticed is, wow, like I just wanted to put some things on here to have something on under the wings, you know, armament, and you really have to dump fuel if you're going to carry anything in this thing. Like 50 to 60% fuel if you want to carry ordnance and armaments with you, you know. Although technically the Hind is a workhorse, man. I mean, this thing's done everything but from like carry troops and sling load and carry, you know, cargo and bust ass with, you know, rockets, bombs, air-to-ground missiles, you name it. And again, I'm yet to even fire the guns on this thing yet. Just didn't get that far. Yeah, this is definitely the most fun I've had in months in DCS, and all I've done is just flown. I haven't, like, fired a single shot. That's going to be fun. Another harbor area. Nice little city or village right along the water here. That looks like, what is that with all the blue? Is that like a water park or something? See if I could do this without wrecking it. If I didn't know any better, I'd say that's a water park. That's pretty cool. Looks like some water slides and stuff. Pretty sweet. So I'm guessing this is a real place somewhere on this map. Feel it kind of stressing the rotors, cutting these turns a little too tight. Let off my pedals there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a neat little water park over there. We got some fancy hotels down here. Looks like they have a few of their pools of their own. Is this like another water park or something? That's crazy. Must be the city of water parks in Cyprus. It's water park heaven, right? Hey, look at that. Is that another one? Oh, this is like amusement park stuff here. There's a nice Ferris wheel and stuff. That's pretty kick-ass. You definitely feel like you are kind of high up on this thing in this bubble that's over top of everything, and you have a large structure below you, if that makes any sense. It's definitely the optimal seat, I think, to be flying from. And again, this is just the coastline here. I'm just cruising along. I had only made a waypoint going up north so it would face in the right direction when I started the mission, but I had no intention of following it because I really didn't know where I was going. So in a way, it's like a whole new map with this whole little island of Cyprus here, and then they said something about, was it southern Turkey that they had added as well to the map? Or was it northern Turkey? I can't remember. All I know is the map was kind of cut off before, and all this stuff is actually on the left side of the actual map in the mission editor now that was empty before. It's a nice hotel. So just as a little heads up before we get started here, I wanted to show you this is what the Syria map looks like right now. And what we're about to do is cruise down here to Cyprus, which is this big island or country or whatever it is. It's not that big, so I was able to fly around it, within a reasonable amount of time. I think it took me about 30 minutes to go around this entire coastline all the way to the tip and then wreck. But anyway, that was just a taste of what it offers. And before, if I'm correct, I kind of remember that this map was cut off right about here before the tip of Cyprus. There was nothing else to the left. Now you have this area here, and you have this entire, you know, island, continent, whatever that is right there. So that is what they've done in terms of changes to the Syria map that I'm aware of. And again, I'm still not sure where all my landmarks are and whatnot, but I kind of started out from down here and cruised my way around the edge to see what we had. So that's the map in the mission editor. And again, I'm pleasantly surprised that this is running as fantastic as it is. Although I never really had a problem with DCS and any of the modules running it in 2D with my track IR. And I'm running it, what, 2560 by 1080 right now? And I have a 2080 Super with an i9 9900K running at stock speeds. It seems to have no problems running with full-blown details on, I think, most of this stuff. I think they did change a few things a couple updates ago and added a few extra switches or, you know, things to turn on or off within those graphics settings that I haven't really messed with yet. So I might be missing a few of the bells and whistles. I'm not sure. But everything's definitely set on high and it looks freaking amazing. And as we're cruising along here, you can see on the map that little red box is us. We're cruising up to the tip of this island, basically. Let's jump to the front seat and let him take over. Let's see if he smashes me into these buildings or not. So far, this AI has been really good. Uh-oh, that looks low. Whoa, that was close. Did you see that? Well, I'll give him credit. He's doing a good job. I just handed over the pilot seat to this guy, and now I'm in the gunner seat checking it out, and it's like, wow. Very cool. And the external model is freaking amazing. Like, look at this. I mean, in terms of flying this thing, to me, it doesn't seem terribly difficult. I've had a great time just kind of pointing it in the direction I want to go, and, you know, even making some, you know, reasonably tight, hard turns. Although the one time the lights went out, the reticle went away and all that, it was almost like I almost stalled it. It was like blink, blink, and then it came back on. So I think I pulled too tight of a turn or made too crazy of a maneuver, you know. So it definitely has some kind of limitations, you know. Well, every aircraft does, right? Just can't ham-fist it. But you know what? Most helicopters, you really can't ham-fist them either, you know? Hey, look at that. I have no hands on the stick, throttle, or pedals right now at all. It actually seems to be flying nice and level. Now that's something you don't get to do very often in a helicopter without trimming it. I'm still hands off the stick right now. That's pretty freaking cool. So are you guys enjoying the Hind? One thing I noticed today, and this will be in the Flight Sim News, is that it's Friday as I make this video, and they announced their new sale again. So they not only have a sale, but they also have the free trial program too. So you could try out the Hind right now for a couple weeks and see if you dig it, which is pretty cool. And then 6 months from now, try it out again. At least that's my understanding of how it works. Somebody was saying I had it wrong in the news the other day. I don't think I do, but if I do, somebody please correct me. So what's everybody buying on sale this time? I think the biggest problem for me is I have everything that I want, you know. I've had enough of these sales over the years that, you know, I pretty much own almost everything that they make. At least everything that I want. You know, I don't want that I-16. That's kind of a lame little plane. I don't think I own the German fighters, the World War II stuff, you know. There's just some stuff that doesn't interest me. I don't think I own the MiG-15 either, although that was one I was thinking about getting, to be honest, but I won't fly it. You know, it's like any of this stuff. You know, we buy all this stuff, but how often do you fly all the modules that you own? I mean, let's be honest, you know. How often? It's if you're anything like me, it's usually the same couple ones, you know. And then the other ones, you might jump into them every now and again when you see in the open beta update that they've done something, you know. Oh, they've tweaked this or made that better, you know. And then you want to go, okay, let's see how that handles now, you know. But I don't know. I just think that we own a lot of stuff and buy a lot of things that we don't even use. I think the guys at Eagle Dynamics should be really thankful to the people like us that buy pretty much everything that try to support them and don't even fly half of it, you know. Technically, if you think about it, you think about all the stuff you bought and then what you paid for some of the other stuff, you know. We literally paid a few $100s, if not more, to fly 1 or 2 modules because we bought all this other stuff that we have. But do you use it? I can't remember the last time I touched the Sabre, you know. Some of the other ones, even the Mi-8. I love the helicopters, but I'll fly the Huey more than anything. The Gazelle from time to time. The Ka-50 is the one that I want to love, but I end up hating because I just can't grasp it, you know. It's just a bit much for me, I guess. You want to like it, but it's very hard to. I think the Apache is going to, you know, ruin every other helicopter out there for me when it happens. Because that is the all-time awesomest, you know, helicopter. If you ask me, at least. Well, that's weird. My entire map changed down there, and I don't know what I did. So we're almost at the tip here of the map. Not sure why that changed down there like that. Because I'm at the tip, maybe? I don't know. Well, I'm sure there are some really cool real-life landmarks on this map, like any of the DCS maps that they create, you know. I just don't know where they are yet. So I figured cruising up the coast would give you an idea of what this looks like, and it does look a little bit varied here and there. Whoa. Whoa, what is happening? Am I out of fuel? Oh, this is crazy, dude. Whoa. I have no idea what occurred. I didn't feel like I was going super fast or anything. I wasn't like in a crazy dive. I don't know. Well, I feel pretty confident about flying it up to this point, you know. Not quite sure what occurred there, but hey. I wanted to show you guys the Cyprus map, and, you know, here we are. We've made it to the tip. And not really seeing anything there. But again, like I said, I'm sure there's a lot of really cool landmarks in here. I just don't know where they are yet. So since I'm a fiery burst of flames right now, and you know my pilots are cooking and dead, I guess I should probably end the video. So I will leave it at that, guys. Again, not quite sure what happened. I wasn't really doing anything crazy, I don't think. It just kind of went out of control, which is weird. So I'm going to leave it at that, guys. If anybody knows what I might have done wrong, feel free to let me know. But that's the first time I've actually, went crazy and lost it like that. One other video, I did wreck the chopper, by accident by trying to land on the helipad over Dubai, but that was my own doing. This time is literally the first time something kind of weird has happened, and it went out of control and I wasn't able to recover from it. So again, not sure what that was all about. But as always, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Feel free to hit that like button. And until next time, guys.